The Republic of Kenya, located in East Africa, is bisected by the equator and traversed by the Great Rift Valley from north to south. This region is not only the cradle of humanity, but also one of the most biodiverse areas on the planet. Its vast savanna, majestic mountains, and fertile lakes nurtures countless forms of life. People here are intimately connected to the land, working together to safeguard this sacred nature heritage. Today, let us delve into the stories of frontline workers from various fields of wildlife conservation and learn about their passion for protecting nature. Kenya Conservancy, located in Kenya's Maasai Mara, serves as a crucial corridor for two major wildlife migration routes and is meeting with diverse wildlife species. Simba, a wildlife conservationist from China, has been working here for over a decade. Let's follow in his footsteps and explore the extraordinary land. Kenya Conservancy is one of the 25 private conservancies in the Maasai Mara and was the first private conservancy established. I have lived in Kenya Conservancy for over a decade, supporting its operations since 2012. In 2018, Kenya Conservancy was recognized as one of the best nature reserves in the world. Now, let's head to Kenya Conservancy and say hello to our lion pride. Kenya Conservancy is home to the largest lion pride in Africa. The pride consists of 32 lions, including 2 males, 17 lioness, and various cubs and juveniles.
The number of lions has decreased very rapidly from about 200,000 lions 100 years ago to less than 30,000. So I made my decision to do wildlife conservation to save lions. At the beginning, I thought wildlife conservation is just like paperwork. So I stayed longer time with the local Maasai tribe. I found that the most urgent work is to protect the wildlife habitat, introducing a new model like the community-based conservation model. I strongly believe that without the active participation of the local community, we cannot see all wildlife species. So I spent 10 years in Maasai Mara to approach the local communities to contribute their land, to join us to set up wildlife conservancy. So we successfully built 25 conservancies in Maasai Mara. So at the beginning, there were about 400 lions in the Maasai Mara. Right now, we have about 700 lions living in the Maasai Mara. The same trend as other animals.
Besides Simba, there are many rangers on daily patrol in the Kenya Conservancy. Let's learn more about their work.
So my name is Simon Ngoitoi. I'm the senior warden of Kenya Conservancy. I work with a team of rangers who are so much dedicated in protecting wildlife, protecting the environment, and also protecting the community. So we do several work. We plan in the morning or evening to do patrols. We also collect data on what wildlife we have seen every day. But we don't really collect every single bit of wildlife because there are some animals, we call them key wildlife, like elephant, lion, buffaloes, cheetah, and leopards. We call them key. All wildlife are important, but that is what we do with the rangers every day. Even in the night, we work when there is need. In our Kenya Conservancy, we have made several achievements. One of it is that we have actually, the habitat has really improved. We have now, for wildlife, habitat is a home. Without habitat, there's no wildlife. So that has really been protected very well out of human interference. The population of wildlife has also gone up. We have registered 0 poaching in the whole conservancy. No poaching because of the effort of the rangers, because of our patrols, because of our involvement and community support. And again, wildlife do not have borders. They do not belong to any country. They belong to the ecosystem. So we love them, we treasure them, and we have to protect them by all means.
In addition to private reserves, there are also wildlife conservation research centers in Kenya that are open to the public.
So my name is James. I'm an education officer in Giraffe Center. Here at Giraffe Center, it was started in 1979 by a couple called Betty and Joe, flight of the Rothschild giraffe, and wanted to help more in conserving the giraffe. So they are usually found in the western part of Kenya, and that area is usually very fertile, and also the land was being subdivided to resettle settlers and squatters in the land. So that was the reason why they have it. So far we've been able to move 29 giraffes to different areas. So we've also helped in teaching more than 3 million school children about conservation and wildlife. We've also been able to take more than 50,000 children for ecology trips to learn about wildlife and conservation in different wildlife species and wildlife areas. Yeah.
Beyond the vast savannas, Kenya is also home to a rich network of lakes that nurtures a diverse array of life, including flamingos. In recent years, changes in lake salinity have led flamingos to gradually shift from the once famous Lake Nakuru to Lake Alimentatus, so Isambu Conservancy. Now, let's explore this unique lake ecosystem together.
I'm Ellen Cherotich, working for the Soisambu Conservancy, which is found in Kenya, Rift Valley. The Soisambu is a private ranch. It's owned by the first explorers that came to Kenya. Doing farming again is doing what we call ranch management, where livestock and wildlife coexist together. It started conservation in the year 2007, and the lake is very important place because it's the only nesting ground for the great white pelicans in East Africa. Apart from the pelicans, as we can see right now, we have quite a good number of flamingos. So Lake Elementaita contributes a lot in terms of conservation. Our main objective here is to conserve the wildlife, to protect the wildlife, to see that their numbers are increasing. Yet, one of the ways we are conserving the wildlife is conducting education in the nearby communities, in the school, doing anti-poaching campaign in our neighboring school. We also monitor the lake, actually to record our new visitors and why they are here. We have rangers that they are working round the clock to make sure that nobody gets in to do poaching. Also, we are planting trees to restore this place so that we can make it as natural as possible.
Lake Naivasha is located within the Great Rift Valley and is the only freshwater lake in Kenya. It serves as a habitat for animals like hippos and over 400 species of birds. Today we visited the professor who works here.
Yeah, my name is Anthony Kenge, working at Esmia. Esmia is, or rather was founded, a couple. George, at one point, George was given information of a lion which was not eating other animals, but it was killing people and domestic animals. So George with the other wardens, they took off, they went, looked for the lion, found it, and shot it dead. So George collected the cubs, took them to the white boy, who adopted the cubs. However, the laws of our country do not allow you to stay with wild animals in your houses. So two of the cubs were relocated to Netherlands, at a place we call Rotterdam, where there was a zoo. One of the cubs was left behind, and it's the one Joy called Elsa. She could train Elsa how to hunt. And again, it is taken to the world. She was also able to have her own 3 cubs. And Joy each and every day was documenting the work, or rather the activities they had with Elsa. So she decided to write the first book, Born Free. At the moment, the biggest of the challenges ever is climate change. High temperatures affecting different environmental resources, and it's a challenge. Now, here in our country, we are trying our efforts to protect biodiversity. One of the core key areas was establishment of national parks. Laws have to be made, and other multinational supporters had to come in to help, one, combat the ivory trade, that is killing of elephants, as well as the rhinos. Number 2, people had to be given skills to manage the national parks and also to track those who are violating the laws. We have also trained people to become like the vocals of people who are speaking on behalf of all animals through signatories of all those multinational conventions. We also have veterinaries who take care of our animals when they get sick. That means there's a longer life for animals to continue surviving. And education is key to enlighten the upcoming generation on their role to protect biodiversity.
At the Raptor Rescue Center in Kenya, the rescue team is dedicated to protecting injured and distressed birds of prey. They care for eagles, vultures, falcons, and other raptors threatened by nature disasters, human activities, or hunting, providing essential medical care and rehabilitation training to ultimately release them back into the wild.
My name is Leah. Basically, what we are doing as an organization, Kenya Bird of Prey Trust organization in Kenya, is mainly to rescue the injured birds. We rehabilitate them in our center and eventually we release them back into the wild. So our mission is to protect, to restore the raptor population in Kenya. So let me just start with this beautiful owl that I have in here. It's called Mestafili. Mestafili is imprinted to human. That means, easiest human, yeah? So we rescued after he fall out from the nest. As you can see on the left wing, is injured, of which will not fly. So it's here. Many of the challenges they are facing here, actually the numbers are rapidly declining. This is because of the poisoning which is going on across Africa. So we tried our level best to educate people to stop the kind of thing that they're doing, especially for the poisoning. Though they are not doing it intentionally, the aim is to kill the predators, not the vultures. Yeah. And also for the owls, we try our best also to create awareness for the public, especially to appreciate these guys. In African culture, we have this superstition of saying owls, they are bad omen, but they are very good in controlling the rodents population. So we need to appreciate these amazing creatures. I personally, I grew up in a conservancy. So passion for the wildlife is when I was a young lady, like a young lady in the conservancies. So I did a course in wildlife. That's where my passion started. And also grew up in a conservancy, surrounded by wildlife. So this is one of the most, I think that motivated me to do this kind of job. And also I love to do what I'm doing, especially a lead in the field. So it's something that keeps me going.
The Maasai Mara National Reserve, located in southeastern Kenya along the Tanzania boundary, spans 1,800 square kilometers of open grassland, woodland, and riverine forest. This unparalleled wildlife sanctuary is one of the largest in the world, home to 95 species of mammals and 450 species of birds. Today, we had the opportunity to meet with the head of the National Reserve.
Maasai Mara National Reserve was established in 1948, and I think you have seen so many wildebeest streaming to the Mara. Thousands and thousands of wildlife migration coming in from Tanzania. I think this is an amazing year because we have never seen big numbers like now.
As migration season ends, we reflect on Kenya's breathtaking landscapes and those dedication to preserve natural treasures. From the last Maasai Mara to serene Lake Naivasha, each place reveals a story of resiliency and connection. Through the tireless efforts of conservationists and communities, Kenya's diverse ecosystem flourish, reminding humanity of our shared responsibility to safeguard the planet and our natural heritage for the generations to come.